The Batman movie is without a shadow of a doubt a major hit. And of course, we're going to be getting a brand new piece from Blitzway and Prime One Studio. The wait is finally over. Is it a hit or miss? That's up next. My friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris and I'm the Batman statue collector, and like I said at the very beginning, we have been anticipating this brand new release from Prime One Studio and of course Blitzway. Now this is a third scale Robert Pattinson Batman, and you might be saying, hey Chris, didn't we already get one of those? And yes, we kind of did. Earlier this year they released, and released up for pre-order anyway, the Jim Lee Art Edition, and that came with the Jim Lee head sculpt, another head sculpt, and then of course the Robert Pattinson. A lot of people complain, they're like, it's too bulky for Robert Pattinson. The base is incredible. The sculpted cape or fabric cape versions are available for pre-order as we speak. But this is a brand new ball game here. This is basically a whole nother piece, which again came out of nowhere, but I'm very excited. Of course, we did get to see teasers of the Robert Pattinson head sculpt, and also now we get to see the cowl portrait. But now we get the full reveal and all of the details. So without further ado, is this piece a hit or miss? Let's talk about it next. All right, guys, so here we go, and these are some of the initial photos that we received, and they are just absolutely incredible. This is going to have a masked and unmasked portrait, so there was some confusion as to whether maybe there would be two separate versions, but there is going to be both head sculpts with this particular one at this particular price point. And let's talk about this Robert Pattinson head sculpt. I think this is absolutely phenomenal. I think the Blitzway, pretty much nailed this one. I think it's probably 98% close. You can maybe argue that there's certain things off, but I think it looks fantastic. I think it just look at that. It looks absolutely like Robert Pattinson here. I love the eye makeup around his eyes, very true to the movie. He looks very determined. He looks, that person with angst, and that's exactly what he portrayed in the film. But I just think that looks absolutely fantastic. Obviously sculpted hair, which looks great, and then obviously you have the cowled portrait as well. Now this one is going to be a little bit more true to the film than the Jim Lee version. Obviously the Jim Lee version is maybe a little bit more dynamic than this one. We can definitely argue that, but I do think that this one is definitely more true to the character, more true to what he actually looks like in the film. And I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I think the sculpt looks really great. Obviously, the big nitpick about this piece potentially is that it does have a fabric cape, and I know not everybody likes that, but again, that is more true to the film. But look at that. It looks really great. Now, this piece is, again, not as dynamic as the Jim Lee piece, but it still looks great. Here, this is actually really great because Prime One did have a photo that wasn't quite in so much darkness, which I don't really like because it doesn't really show up the statue always very well. But here we get a really good look at exactly what you're going to get. A lot of great detail here. The base, which we're going to see here in just a second, is also really well done. The height here, as you can see, at the 79 centimeters height, looks really good. It's going to be a sizable piece, and it's going to be, again, 1/3 scale. Now, again, the price point on this guy has been announced at $1,599 USD. So again, $1,600 price point. That is pretty expensive. In my opinion, that's quite a bit of money, especially for what you're getting here. You're getting a singular statue. There are some great swap outs, which we'll look at, and a lot of great detail. Look at that. We've never seen the back of his costume before. We've never seen that before. So that's under his cape. So again, great detailing. Obviously, that is fantastic. And again, great detailing on the chest. That piece actually comes out just exactly like the movie, which is very cool, which we're going to see here. In this next photo, you can actually take it out. It's obviously going to be magnetized. So that is a neat feature. But again, I'm curious as to what you guys think about at that $1,600 price point for this. Am I going to get it? Probably, just because I think it's cool. I love the movie. There's obviously going to be some different swap outs, some different details on the belt, which is really cool. Obviously, some great detail with the pouches and the different gadgets that he does have in the film. But anyway,
I am excited about this piece, but now I have to figure out which one I'm going to get between this one and the Jim Lee. Look at that. You can even have the adrenaline canisters. That is really neat as well. I do really think that is a very, very cool detail, of course, from the film. Love it. You're obviously going to get some other things. You're going to get some different hand swap outs, the different, like the sticky gun you're going to get with the regular version. And basically, or I guess they're calling this one a deluxe. I don't even know if there'll be a regular version. There might be. As of the recording of this, I have not seen anything that tells me otherwise, but maybe there will be. Who knows? There is a bonus part version, which we'll show here in just a second. Of course, that is if you buy from a specified retailer or directly from the Prime One store. But look at the detail. Look at that on his gauntlets. A lot of great details. Obviously, again, they have the different gadgets hidden in his gauntlet. I just love that. So again, there's a lot of different variety of what you can do with this particular statue. Here we have the base. I do really like the base. It's it feels very much like the film, but it's also very simple. It's not overly thought out. I do like all of the details on this. And obviously there's been some controversy with the Queen Studios offering with the Batmobile kind of, underscaled basically on the base. So, basically these are two things that you could choose from, two different companies that you could choose from. Again, J&D will probably do one as well. I think they've already teased it. But again, the bonus parts are also really cool here. Extra hand swap outs with the Batarang first, and I think that looks really great. Obviously, that would be a great option to have. And again, if you're going to buy it, it's not any more expensive, I don't believe, to get the bonus version. So you might as well go ahead and get it from Prime One or your authorized retailer that sells the bonus part. And you also have the grapple gun, which also looks very, very cool here. But I do feel from top to bottom, you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck here. Again, it is very expensive, but this is going to be a very popular piece, I think. I think a lot of collectors are really going to jump on this one because of the popularity of the film. Obviously, if they're going to do more characters, if they do a Catwoman or a Penguin or somebody else, Riddler, it would be really cool to have this piece to complement those other movie pieces. And again, if you're just collecting Batman movie pieces, this also would be a no-brainer piece. But again, do you get this one? Do you get the Jim Lee art version? I think they're both absolutely fantastic, both worth your while. And again, I think it looks absolutely fantastic here.
So as always, I'm going to turn it back over to you. What do you guys think? What do you think about the different options? Do you guys think it's a hit or miss? For me, I think it absolutely is beautiful. I think it's fantastic. Of course, there's always going to be a lot of variety out there. There's going to be other options from other companies. So it's going to be difficult to decide which one is for you. Is it going to be the Prime One piece? Is it going to be the Jim Lee piece for Prime One? Is it going to be the Queen Studios, the J&D? Again, there's going to be so many different options, but I do think that this one looks absolutely fantastic, and especially that Robert Pattinson portrait. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Are there any misses on this piece? I want you to let me know in the comments down below, but for me, it is a hit. I'm sure this is going to be a piece that I add to my collection, but will I add this one to my collection or the Jim Lee? I definitely want one of them, or maybe there's room for both. I talked to my friend Dan Default last night, and he might get both of them. Are you even considering that? Would you consider them side by side? Because again, they're going to be different, and one is definitely a Jim Lee portrait. So again, lots of different variety, lots of different options out there at a lot of different price points. So again, leave your comments down below. I would love to see what you have to think about this one. And again, I think it's very, very cool. So anyway, love what Prime One's doing, love what Blitzway's doing. It's just so exciting to be a collector right now. Leave your thoughts down below. If you are new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really think you're going to enjoy the content. Hit the like button. That does help collectors just like you find content just like this. And if you want to take it one step further, hit the join button down below for early access to our videos. And again, just thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for continuing to watch here on this channel and help us grow. Love you guys. See you soon right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.